Hey guys, first I want to apologize. This video is going to be a little strange in terms of splicing together and all that good stuff. I had some video problems and I had to change my setup, and it was just a very special kind of crazy process. But sorry for the delay, and this is process video number 2 for 2014. I hope you enjoy. So there's the supplies I'm going to use. These are pictures of my husband's grandmother the first time she met my son. He was just a couple of months old, and we had to go meet them 2 hours away. But it was a really nice visit, and yeah, I really love those photos of her. I don't remember where I got these papers. I can't remember if I purchased them separately or if they came part of a kit, but they are Crate Papers The Pier. I think that one's called Carousel. The chevron is also Crate Paper The Pier, and that doily print was Crate Paper The Pier as well. The aqua colored background is just, I think, some Basil cardstock. I think. It might be Recollections. I can't remember. At any rate, I decide that I want both the photos on there. I was just going to do the one of her looking at the camera, but I don't know. I just really liked both of them and couldn't decide. So I'm going to mat them on that kind of cloud-like doily paper that I really, really, really love. And to get them to stay in position, I use my ATG gun, but that thing's so bulky. I love the adhesive, and it sticks, and it's great, and it stays there forever, but it's just a little cumbersome, so I switch at some point. I can't remember. Can't remember what I'm doing. Yeah, then I try to use the Elmer's one. That sucker, I hate that sucker. It's just, it doesn't cooperate, and it wants to try to gum up on me. So right there, I just threw it away. Tired of it, tired of fighting with it. Now I am going to trim out the border of the doily paper, just so that there's a nice margin around the two photos, enough so that you can actually see that there's the doily print. Excuse me, I'm sorry for my voice. I have a little bit of a upper respiratory issue. This chevron paper, I love it. I absolutely love the colors. I love the chevron. It's great, and I wanted to use it so badly, and I'm going to attempt to. But, well, it's very bold. It's not delicate enough for, I've got some watercolor floral, which the colors go really well with Grandma's shirt. But the chevron is just really bold. It's just a completely different, I don't know, somebody better at design could probably have made it work, but not this girl. I'm too much of a newbie when it comes to scrapbooking to actually make something like that work. But here I am giving it my best effort. I'm going to eventually trim that down, just a strip of it. And while we are watching me do very boring things like cut paper apart, which actually is very soothing. I like cutting paper, but I may be weird. Today, just to give you a little personal glimpse into my life, we are going to consult with our doctors about doing another round of in vitro to get our second baby. I have a 2.5-year-old son. He turns 3 in June, and we are hoping to have another little one sometime next year. So I should probably be doing a whole bunch more process videos, and maybe some planner flip throughs and organizational tips and all that kind of good stuff, mostly because I will be having so much fun with IVF injections, and they kind of make me not able to physically do much other than sit at my desk and craft. At any rate, I'm deciding to cut out just some of the colors of the chevron, and while I like the colored blocks that I chose, I don't know, they just, you know, maybe I should have picked different colors, or who knows, there's no telling, but I really do like it. And now that I'm looking at it on the screen and just watching, you know, it doesn't look as hideous as I thought that it looked when I was playing with it, but I'm glad I didn't put it. My original thought was I was going to do the journaling over there, but no, it's too much, and that's where I decided that it just has to go away. And I checked the back to see if the pattern on the back will work, and nope. Okay, so my video, that's when my video died and everything went to heck, and I didn't realize it. I used that feather paper, I lined the backgrounds, and I had already cut up some doilies to put in different spots before I realized that my camera had utterly and totally failed. So at this point, I'm just putting it all together again to show you guys, you know, what happened. And as you can tell, you know, even my finger polish has changed. I mean, it's several days apart before I was able to get back to filming, which really bothered me because I wanted to finish this layout so badly. But I got it together, and sorry, that's my little one talking in the background. At that point, I just decided to go ahead and start adhering things down. And that adhesive is just the EK Success or EK Tools or whatever it's called that I got at TJ Maxx, you know, and they had all of those adhesives and they were $1 each, and it was just crazy, and everybody purchased all of them in existence. So I just put adhesive in the middle so I can still tuck things under, and I'm going to use my sorry, with the toys noise in the background, Scotch adhesive to put down the doilies. And I like to put little dots of glue in the middle of the little floral parts, just to let it hold down. And since that glue dries clear, you know, it doesn't matter that you can see it while it's wet. This frame is one that I cut in half. I think it's a Maggie Holmes. I got it in a citrus twist kit months and months and months ago, and I just have never used any of them. So, I decided to put the green just went perfectly with the green in her shirt and the green that was on that floral watercolor by Crate Paper. So I added that for a little bit of extra oomph. And I put a little dot of glue there to keep the paper down. Can't speak today for some reason. And I have to cut that down a little bit because I put the adhesive a little too close to the edge. Or, well, no, the frame was just a little too long. You know, I didn't put adhesive that close to the edge. And again with the quick dry and the little dots. I can't remember where I got these doilies. I think, these either came, or that doily, I guess it's just one. It either came in a citrus twist kit or I got it from Etsy. Can't remember. Sorry guys, it's just a standard, you know, little doily. And yeah, I'm not a designer, I'm not a professional, so my little visual triangles tend to be a little out of whack sometimes. I've got the little flower that I just put there. These flowers, I can't remember. I got them. Where did I get them? I don't remember. Tried that blue. It's not the right color blue. Decided I liked that floral print on the flower one. That one doesn't look hideous, but wasn't calling to me. But that one right there picked up on the colors in the background of the photo, and I really liked it, so that's where I decide to make my little visual triangle of embellishments that way. And this is the beginning of the great glue dot catastrophe of 2014. It wouldn't stick down with the Scotch Quick Dry, so I got out some probably 5 or 6 year old, I see baby, 5 or 6 year old glue dots, and oh, everything just went straight to, you know, it was I tried to cut them in half and they were oozing, and glue dots are not supposed to ooze. They're not supposed to. They were too huge. I didn't realize that I had smaller glue dots elsewhere. I just reorganized my craft space, so I can't remember where anything is. But right now what I'm doing off camera is probably saying inappropriate things and fussing, and there we go. I had to go through and take off my fingernail polish because I had to use acetone. It's just a policeman car, baby. I had to take off my fingernail polish. It was just crazy. So now I found my smaller dots and I'm adhering things. I will use them on all or both of the little flowers. The other one was self-adhesive, so I didn't have to do anything with that one. I love glue dots, but not when they ruin my manicure. Now I'm thinking about what else I want to put, because I really want this one to be simple. This is going in my son's Project Lifestyle baby book. I have the baby edition for him. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go see what my son was doing with his Lincoln Logs. It got a little crazy there for a second. Here I am deciding that the title is just going to be very simple. That frame on the bottom says loved, and it has some stitching through it, and I really just want that to be part of the title. So I decide that the title of it's just going to be So Loved, because Grandma was in love with Logan as soon as she met him. It's her first and only great-grandchild, so he's pretty special to her. And now I'm going for my enamel dots. And these, I think, are My Mind's Eye, or, yeah, lost and found or cut and paste, or some such thing. And I'm just adding them to each of the little floral spots because. And I take 2 for each from there. And then I decide that it needs something other than what's on that one, so I pull out my handy dandy little embellishment thing. It's just an iris container. And let's see, I've got some Daily Flash Pop Drops that I just purchased. And I pull out some more of My Mind's Eye enamel dots. Stick those down, and those are some Amy Tangerine puffy stickers from a Studio Calico kit sometime way early last year. These are just the Studio Calico feathers, and I thought I was going to do a little play on the feather vellum. And of course, yeah, I played with it for a little while, tried to put it in a couple of different spots, and I decided that I absolutely hate it. So it's not going to happen, and I put them back in my handy dandy little container. So I go back to the puffy stickers, which give me a heck of a time trying to open them, probably because they've been sealed for a year. And eventually I am able to grab them out. Excuse me. I choose a couple of the hearts, I think. Yeah. Blackish charcoal kind of gray one there. Cream colored one there. And then I pull off for the third one of the pink hearts from the Daily Flash sheet. And at this point, I think I decide that I am done with embellishing, and yeah, I start to do my journaling lines. I like to draw in the lines a good portion of the time just so that my writing is at least mostly straight. And I like to keep my journaling simple. And of course, I forgot the date of the photos, so I had to peel it up because I can't find my sheet where I wrote it down. And I see, baby. Now I'm doing my writing. It just says, this is the first time that Grandma met Logan. We met at Casa de Fruta, and I wrote the date 8/16/2011. I think. Oh, I might have to add, yeah, I add another line and then put the place, Casa de Fruta, and the date on there. I was going to use a stamp, but, you know, whatever. It's more personal with your handwriting, I guess, and I hate my handwriting. And now we're all done. I will show, I think we're all done. No, I put, the pictures, since I had to pull that one up, they weren't laying very flat, so I just put a little bit more adhesive. And since these are digital prints, I can print off as many as I need, so I don't worry about putting too much adhesive on the back of them. And now I'm done. And I'll lift it for some close-ups. So thanks for watching.